welcome back to another stream. Today, I'm going to be saying use code atomicsyoutube 1,000 times. I just downloaded this app, which whenever I say one, I just press this plus button, and then it'll go up by 1. Okay, guys, I'm gonna start it in a bit. Oh yeah, what up? Happy Mr. Lewis. Why though? I don't know. For a shout out maybe from Atomics. I don't even know. I just want to do it for fun. I don't know why I'm in Fortnite. I just went into a random game. Of course it's Fortnite, but yeah. But I did not buy this emote. It is from the Buccaneers Bounty Challenges. Where the heck are they? Oh, it's gone from me. Well, yeah. Emote stuff. But yeah, I'm about to say it for once it hits like 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm gonna do it. Alright. This is gonna take me forever. Alright. Use code atomicsyoutube. 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 Use 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 code atomicsyoutube. Oh, this is painful. I've already done it 14 times, but like, I need to keep on doing this. Code atomicsyoutube. 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 Use 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 code atomicsyoutube. Bro, this sounds so weird. Code atomicsyoutube. Code atomicsyoutube. 30 times already. 30 times already. Why am I doing this? Ah! Alright. Use code atomicsyoutube. 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 Guys, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Oh my god, I've done it 50 times. This ain't as hard as I thought. Okay. So, doing this, it's gonna take a while. So, I'm going to be sitting here for like 1,000 years doing this. But 50 is not my goal. 1,000 is my goal. Shout out to this sick fuck who's actually doing it. Alright. Use code atomicsyoutube. 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 Code atomicsyoutube. Code atomicsyoutube. Code atomicsyoutube. Code atomicsyoutube. Ah, this is coming 61 times. I wish Atomics was in this stream, but he will be very soon. This is painful. Actually, it's not painful, it's fun, because you should use code atomicsyoutube. Code atomicsyoutube. Use 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 code atomics YouTube. 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 Boy, this is getting stuck in my head and I want it to. That's why I'm doing this. Use code atomics YouTube. 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 That's 100 times of me saying use code atomics YouTube. I had another one because I said use code atomics YouTube. 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 Guys, tell me why I'm doing this. I don't know why, but I want to. It's fun. Let me have a break, alright guys? I need to have a little quick break. Okay, back to saying code atomics YouTube. Use 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 code atomics YouTube. Ah, this is fun. Use code atomics YouTube. Use code atomics YouTube. Why am I doing this? Back. Let's do this thing. Use code atomics YouTube. 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 Oh, that's 150 times. Oh, alright. That's another one because it said atomics. It said basically use code atomics YouTube. 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 Bro, I can't wait until atomics comes in the screen and says, "What?" Oh, this is just getting stuck in my brain. but I'm doing it because I am a savage. Because you should always use code Atomics YouTube, 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 code Atomics YouTube. Ah! Use code Atomics YouTube. 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 Oh boy. That is 183 times right now. Use code Atomics YouTube. 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 That's 200 times of me saying code Atomics YouTube. I had another one because I said it again. So I'm gonna keep on going, boys. I basically need 799 more until I hit my goal. 799 more. I've said it about 201 times now, but I'm still going. All right. Use code Atomics YouTube. 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 Can I play with you? Not right now. I'm gonna put him. I'm just saying code Atomics YouTube 1,000 times, and I've already said it like 210 times. Oh, I should add another one because I just said it again. Guys, who thinks I'll actually do this? Because I need like 788 more times. 89 more times. Okay. I'm not really playing with people right now. I'm just saying this 1,000 times. Use code Atomics YouTube. 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 Wow. Now I just said it 222 times. Code Atomics YouTube, 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 code Atomics YouTube. Use 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 code Atomics YouTube. 254 times. I'm tired. Use code Atomics YouTube or you're getting arrested. Use code Atomics YouTube. 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 Guys, if I keep on having breaks, this is just painful. Guess what, guys? I was born to use code Atomics YouTube. 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 If like low streams could still get donated, I wish I could be donated because I'm feeling pain. Actually, I'm feeling great pain, like good pain, for saying this because I'm doing it for fun. I'm doing it for atomics, okay, guys? And I've said it 285 times. I've said use code atomics YouTube 285 times, more like 286 because I just said it. Use code atomics YouTube. 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 I'm trying to make this as short as I can, but I just said it 300 times. Holy jeez. Guys, I'm actually doing this. Alright. Use code atomics YouTube. Use code atomics YouTube. Use code atomics YouTube. Use code atomics YouTube. Wait, if my mic's on me, I'm gonna kill myself. I thought my mic was on mute for a second. Use code atomics YouTube. 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 This is fun. Use code atomics YouTube. 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 333 times. Use code atomics YouTube. 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 That's 400 times. Sorry about my dogs. About my dogs. My mom just got home from getting something done. But yeah, use code Atomics YouTube, 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 use code Atomics YouTube. 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 YouTube. What does that mean? YouTube. Use code Atomics YouTube. Use code Atomics YouTube. Use code Atomics YouTube. 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 YouTube. Hello there, blessed Tim Tam. Welcome to the stream. I've said it 425 times right now. Use code Atomics YouTube. Use code Atomics YouTube. I've said it 427 times, and I need to say it 1,000 times. You know, like, Mr. Beast video where he said like PewDiePie 100,000 times. I mean, I'm only like 9 and I'm doing this. I'm saying use code Atomics YouTube. 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 Use code Atomics YouTube, 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 code Atomics YouTube, code Atomics YouTube, use code Atomics YouTube. Ah, boy. Let me quickly exit the app and let me quickly tell Atomics that I am doing this. He's actually gonna be so surprised that I'm doing this right now. Alright, let me find where is Atomics' channel. Here it is. Let's go to Atomics' new video. The try not to cry challenge, but let me just tell him something.
This is gonna be a try not to cry challenge, or trying to get sad. I'm gonna get sad.
This is the wrong vid. Oh no, it's on the stream. Okay.
Bro, oh my god, bro. Thank you, bro. Yo, I just got the magma camera. What the hell? Thank you, bro. Dude, actual legend, bro. What the fuck? Dude, oh, that's so sick. Dude, thank you, results, bro.
Alright guys, let's go back to that app thing. I am seriously doing this. Use code Atomics YouTube, 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 use code Atomics YouTube. Use code Atomics YouTube, 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 use code Atomics YouTube. Use code Atomics YouTube, 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 use code Atomics YouTube. I said it 500 times. I'm dying. I'm gonna wait for Atomics to come in. I really want Atomics to come in, like, real bad. I want Atomics to come in here so bad. Put on the OG. $500 times. Go to Atomics YouTube. Added another one. Because I said use code Atomics YouTube, 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 use code Atomics YouTube. Use code Atomics YouTube, 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 use code Atomics YouTube. Use code Atomics YouTube, 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 use code Atomics YouTube. Use code Atomics YouTube, 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 use code Atomics. Okay, let's keep on going. Use code Atomics YouTube. 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 I said it 600 times. Ah, 600 times. I need to say it 400 more times. I need to get Atomics up in here. Hopefully Atomics is going to come up in here. This is alright. I'm going to keep on going in a sec. 600 times of saying it. I am going insane. Alright, let's go back to saying use code Atomics YouTube. 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 Yo, what is up, Atomics? Welcome to the stream. I've said it 615 times right now. Alright, let's keep on going. Use code Atomics YouTube. 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 That's 650 times. I think I need like 350 more. I am dead silent right now. Like, this is gonna be the only thing that I'm gonna say for the rest of my life. Now, whenever someone asks me a question, I'm gonna say use code Atomics YouTube. Cause that's another one. Cause I just said it. Use code Atomics YouTube. 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 Putting it on my community tab. All right, nice. All right, I need to keep on saying this. This is my life right now. Use code Atomics YouTube. 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 Use code Atomics YouTube 700 times. I'm doing this for the Atomics YouTube God. Next video, telling random strangers to use code Atomics YouTube. Yeah, that would be dope. Do that, Atomics. That would be the best video ever. Okay, that looks cool, but yeah, I have said it 700 times and 300 more to go. Use code Atomics YouTube, use code Atomics YouTube, use code Atomics YouTube, use code Atomics YouTube, use code Atomics YouTube. Sorry about the beeping sound, I'll just turn it off. Use code Atomics YouTube, 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 use code Atomics YouTube. Use code Atomics YouTube, 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 use code Atomics YouTube. 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 Don't use any other codes, but you have to use code Atomics YouTube. 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 YouTube, I mean. Use code Atomics YouTube. Use code Atomics YouTube. Use code Atomics YouTube. By the way, guys, let me go to the item shop. Make sure you're using code Atomics YouTube. Yes, thank you. Use code Atomics YouTube. 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 use code atomics YouTube, 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 use code atomics YouTube. I've said it 800 times now. 200 to go. Use code atomics YouTube. Use code atomics YouTube, 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 use code atomics YouTube. On the last one you need to yell it. Alright, I will definitely yell out the last one. I'm going to shout it out as loud as I can. Atomics. Use code atomics YouTube. 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 860 times. I need to say it like 140 more times. Oh my god, I'm flipping out. I need to do this more. Use code atomics YouTube. 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 Sorry guys about my dogs, but you should use code atomics YouTube. 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 Atomics, you better give this kid a big ASF shout out. Right. Use code atomics YouTube. 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 Tell your dog to use code atomics YouTube. Hey dogs! Use code atomics YouTube. 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 I said it 900 times. 100 more times. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm doing it less than an hour. Alright. Use code atomics YouTube. 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 My brother has a code called Kanga, but I always bully him and say use code atomics YouTube. 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 50 more times. Hey boys, if you didn't notice, atomics YouTube. Use code 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 atomics YouTube. Hold up. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna screen record this and post it on my channel to prove that I'm actually doing this. Use code atomics YouTube. 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 I did it. I did it 1,000 times. Yes, it feels good. Yes, it does feel good. It feels so good. You know what? I am gonna say, you know what? G-Spice, it is on. Bring it on, G-Spice. I will verse you in a 1v1. I will say it more than you. You know what? Atomics, I like him a lot. I've donated to him. I've become a mod on his channel. Guess what? Use code atomics YouTube. 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 Yeah, use code atomics YouTube. 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 I'm gonna go and make a video, man. I put this on my Instagram story and community tab. Thanks for doing this. It's complete memes XD. Yay! I'm gonna say like until I get to 1,050. Use code atomics YouTube. 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 I said 150 times. Yay! 1,050 times, I should say. Ah! Is anyone proud of me? Because I am proud of myself. Now, guys, you better use code atomics YouTube. After I said all that, I felt happy. I did not feel any pain. I felt pure happiness, and I knew Atomics was going to come in my stream. I did this less than 50 minutes. I'm proud. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And of course, I will see you in the next one. Next stream, I will say buy Atomics merch. That's what I'm going to say next stream. See you in the next one, boys.